Yeah, perfect. So,
All right.
basically, you already know I'm your host, Angelo.
There's no one to cut, you feel me?
Believe in the Unseen episode 3. We got our guest, EL3.
Elijah
No
Lord.
need for an intro. We got DWAP 2. He's getting his own episode soon.
You know, in the cut with it.
And yeah, bro. So, like, how you been feeling lately, bro?
Bro, I've been doing good, just been working. Been working on myself, my mind, my spirit.
How?
Trying to help others.
In what ways?
Oh, okay.
Said
Well,
the same shit.
Since I guess August 14, I guess I've been really getting on my grind in the sense of perfecting my body, eating properly, going to sleep, sleeping a certain amount of hours, working on my business and my contribution to the R3, Red Forever Inc. Incorporated and Entertainment. If you guys don't know, shout out all the fours. That's Zammy, Benji, SSK, Didi, all the fours. You know what I'm saying? Shout out them boys. Just trying to help them in their endeavors, in our collective endeavors, right? Because that's how we came up. I came up with them. A lot of the things that I got to get known for is it wouldn't have been the same if those boys weren't really backing me up and telling me how to move through this. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of guidance from them. What else? Just being nice, helpful to my parents.
Karma, you talked about this. Bro,
Right.
we could have had a podcast since when did we link up? 8?
Yeah, since
We're
8. Yeah.
talking about
Life,
the
bro.
craziest
Yeah.
things.
And he was putting us on bare game, just talking about karma, just all that. So
We'll
a lot
get
of
to that.
spirituality.
Yeah.
Definitely get to
Yeah.
that.
Man.
But I have a question. What was the thing that made you just shift? August.
The
you said
cataclysm?
14?
Yes.
Yeah, August 14.
What's the word?
The cataclysm.
Damn.
And then Monday
Nigga, already, bro.
Yeah, the cataclysm.
Yo, shout out to him too for this setup. As you can see, we're around books. We're in the library. We were just gonna go in a room. Elijah said, "Nah, bro.
You gotta
Let's
be
do this in a
different.
book."
I have to be different. Come on, man. I'm Elijah Lord.
Yeah.
Come on,
Bro.
You know
But
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
What was the cataclysm? Is it that?
Yeah, cataclysm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the cataclysm for for me, really, focusing on my craft and my purpose is more of the conversations that I've had with my R3 members. You know what I'm saying? Because I take their opinion extremely seriously. I'm on a tip bro, if my homie tell me, yo, fam, you need to fix up, he's not telling me this from a place of anger or mischief or mistreating me, right? He literally wants me to improve on my status in life. You know
How
what I'm
can you
saying?
tell though? When a guy is he wants the good,
Right.
good for you or bad, or ego, or don't, this guy's doing too good. Let
Let me pull him down. Just from what you would tell me. You know what I'm saying? I could take. Well, I've read a book called The 4 Agreements, right? The 4 Agreements. The second agreement is that you should never take anything personally, right? Whether good or bad. So if you take when someone gives you a piece of information, you take it as in, okay, how is this information going to benefit me? I take it as in, okay, this information will benefit me in such manner. For example, especially the conversation that really made me shift my thought is me being addicted to nicotine, right? Because my father was someone who smoked cigarettes. He was in the army, and he developed that addiction, that dependence, right? And predisposition in genetics is a huge factor to addiction, because addiction is more hereditary than you would think.
For real.
For real.
I didn't know that.
It's much more transmuted from generation on.
But do you think that's genes or that's observing your father?
No. It could be a mix of the two. It could be a mix of the two.
Psychological.
Yeah. Part of it is genetical in the sense that I am more likely to smoke as a result of my father smoking. If I pick up the drug. But if I never picked it up, that kick would never kick, right? The kick only kicks because of the environment that you're in. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm hanging out with people that smoke, that will make me want to pick it up. Now I picked it up, my brain's already more predispositioned for that specific addiction, and then now it kicks, and now the kick is harder in you because you already have generations of people smoking behind you. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty detrimental, right? But that's just to say, I was in a conversation with my homie Zami, right? Our free member, but you know what I'm saying?
Shout out, Raf.
We were just talking. He was like, he called me on the phone. We're on FaceTime. I'm just in the hood. It was just all the mans and this guy and Zami is just like, yo, fam, this is what you want, bro. This is like, fam, we need you to step your game up. Like, we need you to become the man that God has endowed you to become. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that from you, bro. We need you to be on this time. You know what I'm saying? Are you really on this time? That and the want to not let your fellow comrades down, you know what I'm saying? That's a huge kick for men. Men want to feel like they're a part of a collective. You know what I'm saying? That they can provide and contribute in whatever aspect that they may be able to contribute to the greater good of an entity that is above them. You know what I'm saying? So then that just made me feel like, man, bro, like I'm really not up to par with what man's got going on. Bro, I have to change, I have to step it up, you know? And for me, it felt like I had to start with, you know, at least lowering down my addiction. You know what I'm saying? I have to stop doing these negative things, these negative habits so much, you know what I'm saying? So then I started getting prescriptions for nicotine. I started taking pills. It's called Versiclin.
Versiclin?
Versiclin. You take it day in and day out, and after a bit, the nicotine kick slows down, up to the point where you'll naturally just quit.
For real?
Yeah. So that's what.
Like, I thought pills, in a way, you could become even dependent on those in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. There's potential for addiction in anything because it's reward system based, right? So, yes, you could be addicted to pills, but me, I would take it in like day one, I would take it, day two, I wouldn't. Maybe I would take it here, not take it there. You know what I'm saying? I could go through breaks and I would just to get the body used to, you know, lower levels of nicotine and still be able to function, right? That was the first catalyst. Then from there, I was like, okay, now I'm getting off the nicotine. What other negative habit can I attack? Okay? I'm eating like shit. I'm going out, KFC, McDonald's, whatever. Bro, I have to stop that.
Yeah.
Let me look into my diet. Okay, I go into my diet. I'm like, okay, I have to tweak this. I have to remove soda from the equation. I have to remove mayonnaise and ketchup from the equation. I have to remove certain styles of rices from my equation. I have to eat salads and tomatoes and olives and spices and mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Just to improve my thoughts. Because what you put in your body is what you get out. You know what I'm saying? So I just by learning the content with all of the members, us reading, us actively sending each other content and trying to like put ourselves in an echo chamber for improvement, that just forces you to do better for yourself.
Yeah, I read about that. I think it was like something saying,
Circle of influence.
yeah,
Right.
that and the thing that he mentioned about your gut controlling your mood, like your gut microbiome has a strong part in. I don't know like word for word, but what you eat actually has a big part. In how you feel.
Huge on the not only the thoughts but the quality of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So if you're eating proper food, the thoughts that you're gonna have are gonna be productive and more conducive. You're gonna feel better about yourself, and you're gonna be more confident about what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I started eating proper. I'm like, okay, I'm eating proper. Now I have to be back in my element, the gym. I have to be back in my element. You know what I'm saying? I have to be back on my body and how I look, how I move, how I sound. You know what I'm saying? Because how you look is how you feel.
Indeed. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the important.
I look away on purpose because I want to feel a certain way and I want people to come to me on a certain tip. Now, obviously, that may not always be the most positive thing per se because some people are judgmental, but that's not my problem, right? Once they get to come and they hear me speak and they hear me talk about like how I am and how I move and what are my intentions for people, they'll be like, yo, there's no way. The face doesn't match the... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's that you want that dichotomy.
Yeah, I feel like in the future we'll be more like people that look like us, or not even just I'm not saying just black, like like we Air Forces, you know, a few tattoos.
Yeah.
Like
Dreads.
that'll become what's cool,
Right.
or what's associated with being smart. Because
Right.
right now, if I say this person is smart, you think he's like a nigga with glasses, nerd. It doesn't work out. But also on Joe Rogan, it said something like all the old philosophers were like insanely fit. Marcus Aurelius, all these guys were incredibly fit, you know?
Right.
So that's kind of like, it goes into what you're saying for sure. And you work out pretty like heavily though.
Yeah, I work
You know?
out like a lot. At
It's
least
not
once a
a
day.
joke.
I have to. I have to be in the gym at least once a day. Like there's no way about it. Like we're about to go to the gym right after
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
You know? No cap.
Exactly.
You know, like I have to
And
go
what
put in
time
the
is
work.
Because they'll see this at like 8.
Yeah, but it's pretty late though. Nighttime.
almost midnight
It's almost
right now.
midnight, right?
And he's
No
still
cap.
gonna get in the lab.
Yeah,
right
I
after.
have to get to the lab, bro. That's not a choice. That's my body. You know what I'm saying? There's a point. Obviously, in the beginning, it was a steep hill up for like it's like I have to go to the gym, but after week 1,
You crave it.
week 2, now the body's like, let's go. When can we go?
Yeah.
You know, like I
Yeah,
want to go,
you crave it.
right? And then after week 3, week 4, it's like, yo, let's go twice. You went once, you woke up early, let's go twice. You have all this free time. What are you doing? Let's do something. You know what I'm saying? The body wants to work with you. Once you understand that the body is like the mind has to be master and chief over the body. That's
Power of
discipline.
momentum. Like everything you do that's hard, like,
It just makes you better.
and you crave it at one point.
Right.
Like
It-
reading this, that, you know?
You know what I'm saying? You make your body want it. Just because it's good for you doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Most things that are easy are not good. You know what I'm saying? If it's easy,
That's
it's
like
not
a
good.
fact.
If it's good, it's not easy. You have to make that a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are creatures of habit. What habit have you set for yourself to make yourself apart
Better.
from the crowd? You know what I'm saying? Because everyone wants to be the same. But you don't have to be the same. You can look up a way that's like, yeah, we like the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy the culture too. But I don't have to do perks. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to.
What the fuck?
I don't have to. I
Exactly.
can be in the books and still be a fly nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can still be.
I see what you mean for sure, but that just started maybe like a few years, a bit ago. If you told people you read, they're like, huh?
Yeah, you're a nerd. You're what?
And I see you, Benji, Zami, SSK, like making that like, it's actually sick. Like you tell a nigga I read and he laughs at you, you would laugh at him back and be like, are you dumb?
Yeah,
And
bro.
what do you think that is? Like just people looking down upon certain individuals, especially like race wise. Like for example, for me, I remember one day I was on a school bus with him, and I was reading a book, and a fellow comrade looked upon me, and he started
brother, huh?
laughing.
A brother.
Started looking at me and laughing because I was reading a damn book, and it was just like, why do you think that is, and why do you think there's those like?
That's because the black race, not the black race.
Watch out.
I'm gonna be politically incorrect.
Yeah, bro. But you're well
But I'm
spoken, bro.
yeah, but I'm honest.
Yeah.
But that's because in North America and in general, as a culture and as a race, we've promoted too much ignorance. We've embedded ignorance into our youth, and we've let them nourish and fester that ignorance among us. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you just have ignorant people. If you're festering ignorance across your youth, the people of tomorrow, literally, your youth is the people of tomorrow, your adults of tomorrow. You fester ignorance in those people. Bro, there's no way you're not gonna have ignorant people in the end.
Oh my God, we close in 20 minutes, just letting you know.
Okay, is it? Wait. No, I'll just edit it. But is
Yeah.
it cool? Because we're filming a podcast. Like,
It's for a project.
like, we really need it, you know? The only thing...
Go.
The only thing we would do is like leave, put everything back, leave, and like close the door.
Okay. You guys have permission to do a podcast here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, just like help me move this because I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll take care of
Thank
it.
you
Yeah,
so
we'll
much.
take care of
Thank
it.
you so much.
Alright.
Appreciate
I'll
you.
come back in like 15 minutes. Or even at 10 o'clock.
Okay,
What time is it right now?
11:40.
Okay, we'll just negotiate after. But yeah, this could actually stay in. That's to show like,
Yeah.
bro, you don't
Brother,
need a crazy
yeah.
location, bro.
Yeah, bro, we're out here.
ground bottom.
I don't
There's
like. I
grind
don't
time.
even like saying that, bro. Like I don't like saying
What?
Like what?
we're from the basement, the bottom.
Nah, it's no
Why not?
bottom.
Like it's not bottom. We're at the top.
What
Like
do you
just because
mean?
we're in the library, so what?
This is where it is. This is
Yeah.
where the knowledge is at. Literally.
All you need
Literally.
is a place with chairs, and that's it. That's a podcast. You don't need no crazy table and that.
And the great minds,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
The great minds around.
With great minds, bro.
But what were you saying?
But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, we've allowed our culture with our, you know, because us as black people, we're really good at entertaining, and we're really like talented individuals, right, across the board, right? But we've managed to infect our kids with ignorance, bad promotion. The artists that we celebrate, the music that we listen to, the news that we watch, all of it is negative. White people, they're in their neighborhoods promoting knowledge, promoting books, promoting education,
cards.
credit card knowledge, financial literacy, learning, sports, activities, taking care of your mind, yoga, all these things. White people are promoting that to their children. Asian people are promoting intelligence to their children. Even Indians are promoting that to their children. Black people are here saying, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck the next man's bitch, or shoot him, kill him. I'm gonna do 20 years in jail and never snitch my homie." You know what I'm saying? Things like that, bro. You're just showing the next generation how to be unintelligent, uninformed, throw their lives away for insignificant purposes. Bro, you're not even making no one proud. Like, you're just destroying yourself and ourselves as a collective, because the individual is never the individual. I was telling you that in the car.
Yeah.
It's never about you. It's about you and the people that are around you.
Yo, you're refraining for the people if they didn't hear it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not about you. It's
In
what-
life, everything that you do, bro, it's not about you by yourself. When you were born, there was your mother, your father, your godmother, and your godfather. They were there. So already off the bat, you had 4 people at least there. You know what I'm saying? And the moment that you die, when they bury you, you're not going to be by yourself. It's going to be you, all the people whose lives you've touched, and then some. Even the people that you never saw, that never meant anything to you, you probably think that you've never touched them. But just hearing you and seeing you and other people touching them, it touched them by extension. So you're never alone, per se. You're never alone. It's never about just you, bro. It's always about what you can do for the next man.
a collective, moving out of love, basically.
Right.
But at the same time, I find that you still need a little bit of ego. Like
Of course.
A little bit.
Of course.
You can't, because then you wouldn't even want to achieve anything if it wasn't a bit like you feel good about it, you know? Yeah.
My perspective on that is that, like, this is what I used to tell my mom, right? I used to tell her, yo, you gotta help me help you, bro.
What does that mean, though?
You gotta help me help you. You gotta help me. Like, I have to do the work. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do deep inner work by myself, but you have to enable me to be able to do that work, so that when I come back to you, I can help you. You constantly criticizing, I'm giving an example again, because this is what applies to my life, right? You criticizing every single move that I make, whether rational or irrational, makes it that I cannot make the necessary mistakes to be able to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because there's mistakes I have to make. There's mistakes I have to make. A child, when you raise a child, sometimes you may talk to your child and you might be like, don't do this. Don't eat sugar. Don't eat candy. Why? Because I care about you and it's wrong and it's not good. Don't eat candy. But you haven't properly, thoroughly explained why you don't want the child to eat candy. So the child, he wants to learn why candy is not good. So what he's going to do is literally the exact opposite of what you just told him. He's going to go try candy. He's going to get a cavity. It's going to hurt his teeth. And then he's going to learn his lesson. Oh, I got a cavity. Oh, my blood sugar is rising. Oh, this, that. So he's made a mistake by not listening to you, right? You were correct, the parent, but he had to learn that mistake to be able to understand, that's why you don't eat candy.
Damn, so I never thought of it like that. Like, you want people to make it easy for you to help them, you know?
Yeah, you want people to make it easy for you to help them. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, bash me constantly and then
doesn't
expect me to help you. or have like a divine right, quote unquote, to help you.
So what do you think about like tough love? Like basically, you know how like your friends, they tell you when you're wrong, and maybe a respectful way, but it's like, yo, you're actually an idiot, bro.
Right.
How's that enabling you in a way? Is it because it's making you like feel like you're guilty or something, or what?
Yeah, sometimes tough love is good. Like, I would say, like from a father's perspective, especially the men, if your father is not tough on you, you won't grow. You won't understand the harsh realities of life, because life is extremely harsh, bro.
100%.
It's not la la land, ha ha ha. No, bro, you have to be like stern about certain issues. But as a father, you also have to be soft and open to other issues, because your child would like to confine himself in you. You know what I'm saying? He would like to come and be able to tell you, yo, dad, some girl broke my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some girl broke my heart. Why wouldn't a child be able to come and say, yo, some girl broke my heart? She was like, this,
I
that.
feel ashamed, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he can open up and tell you, son, this is how you should move. Right? And then in other aspects, like, oh, you're gangbanging, bro, he should be extremely stern. He should be like, yo, there's no, like, we'll fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to be able to put his authority, right? You have to respect him as an authority first, and then he can open up and show you that more sensible, more, you know what I'm saying, more kind-hearted side of himself. But if, as a father, you don't have that side of yourself, you're just a tyrannical ruler in your house. You know what I'm saying? Because the man is the leader of the house. So you can be a king, a leader, a humble servant, because that's, again, what I told you in the car.
Yeah.
The leader is the most humble servant.
Was that the Quran or just from your brain?
That's just like how I think I read it somewhere. I'm not sure where I read it exactly, but that's definitely Quranic teaching, like eschatology. So I'm saying, like, being the leader in your house means that you have to be the most humble servant, right? You have to be the one that caters to the people. You know, your mom, she needs all the love, all the affection. She's suffered so much for you. You know what I'm saying? All the things that she's been through, you have to cater to her. You have to cater to your sister. She's your bloodline. You have to cater to your brother. He's your bloodline. Your father, you owe him all the respect. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes you a leader.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you a leader. And then you remain humble. You remain like, me, I still have a lot of work to do. I'm here, but I still have a lot of work to do. I'm not where I want to be yet. I don't have my wife here. I don't have my kids here. They're not good here. I'm not good here. You know, it's time to take my own wings and fly. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for me.
That makes sense, bro. And I heard you say something about like a father in a household, right? And I just want to know, like, obviously, you know, most immigrants, it was like split. Like, mom is here, dad is here, dad is on the phone. He's still there, but not fully, you know?
Right.
So do you think that being the case, was that the case for you?
My
Or not?
when we came to Canada, my mom and my dad were split for a little while, for 2 years, and then they came back together. My dad was in Montreal, my mom was here in Ottawa, and they reunited. They came back together. Like, he came onto Ottawa and stayed with us for, I think, 3 or 4 more years. So I got to see my parents. Like, when I was born, my parents were together. My parents never divorced. To this day, they're still married. So
That's a
I
good
got the
example.
luck. Yeah, I got the luck of the charm. I'm not even like supposed, you know, to have that luck, just statistics based. You know what I'm saying? Because here in North America, 70% of the kids that are born are out of wedlock.
For real?
Facts.
70.
Out of wedlock. Just black kids in America, just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roaming around the world, just not comprehending that mom is here to nurture you, dad is here to...
And that changes you for real.
Right.
Like, if that is not there, do you think, like, the decisions you make change? Like,
Of course.
drastically?
Of course.
You think that if your dad was, like, in Canada the whole time, you would have turned out different than the man you are right now?
In certain aspects, yes. In other aspects, no.
Like what?
Certain, like, probably the gang shit, like the neighborhood shit, like the ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? I would have not been in any of that ignorant shit at all. Like, but just my dad being there because my dad's military and those boys don't play. You know, you wake up at this time, you get water thrown at your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would not have been hanging out with some of the more, you know,
Gang
affiliated people.
Do you feel comfortable speaking like on that, on like the lessons you've learned? Or
Yeah, for
having
sure,
to
for
deal
sure.
with, like, that
For
whole
sure,
aspect.
with
What did
that
you
side
do?
of the world.
Yeah.
Like,
That you can say, like you're comfortable saying,
yeah, well,
or you don't.
I can say that I got into situations. I got involved with people in certain aspects, in certain times in my life when I was 18 and 19, when I was just coming into adulthood. I was at a point in life where I was like, I have to make income. I have to provide for my family. I'm a man. This is the reality of life. You have to provide for yourself and you have to provide for your family and your loved ones, right? And at that point in time, I was still embedded into gang culture and, you know, gang activity, probably the darker things, you know, selling drugs, you know, like trapping, being on roads, you know, things of the sort, right? So I got involved with some people, some individuals, right? And I feel bad for them because they were also good individuals. They probably had their own set of struggles, right? We got involved into certain things, and I guess karma is the great equalizer.
Always comes like
You
you
know what I'm
always
saying?
taught me that.
We're
Karma-
gonna get to that though.
Karma is the great equalizer, just like
comes,
death. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you put into the world, if you're putting destruction and death onto the world, the consequence that you will get from that is much more significant than what you could have ever hoped to have put in. You know what I'm saying? So that happened to me. You know, I thought I was slick. I thought I was moving like,
You thought you would get out of
you
it.
know what I'm
you thought
saying?
you did it
Because I
really.
already feel like I'm pretty keen and I move
You are though.
pretty good, right?
So if that's what I'm about to say to these people, or like, I'm not even on an attacking tip.
Yeah, of course not.
But if a nigga like you can get caught,
Yeah, if I could get caught up, bro,
you can
you're
get
getting
caught
caught up.
too,
Yeah, bro.
You're getting caught up, bro.
And-
And,
and
they
then-
watch everything.
And he's one of the smartest individuals that we
That
know.
I know, no cap.
You know, socially, like anything.
Yeah, bro.
In all aspects. So it's like, if he could get caught and get caught by the system and karma and all that, then it could definitely happen to you.
Yeah,
Literally.
real shit.
But that's what they say, no death or jail.
It's death. The ground, bro. Hella homies gone, bro. Real shit. Zone 5 shit. If you know, you know. Rest in peace, Metro. Rest in peace, J-Dub. All the guys. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is real. Like, this is real life.
not a
This is not
cartoon.
like people watch this, yeah, entertainment, and it's good. It's entertainment. But this is real people's lives at stake. You know what I'm saying? Real trauma, real PTSD. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hella people just messed up. Like, they can never recover from these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, you gotta know, if you're not from here, don't come around here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
But basically,
No,
like,
no cap.
when you're in that, what do you, because looking outside,
Right.
Looking from the outside.
you're like, I was dumb, right? But
From the
when
observer.
you were inside, do you think like, are you like, oh, I'm dumb, but I have to do this, or are you just like, yeah, I'm actually an idiot?
No, there's perks to it, bro. Everything has perks to it.
There is? Like
bro,
what?
you get the rap on the streets, like yo, I'm a
the
trap nigga. I
Yeah.
make money. I'm on roads. I have this asset. I have that asset. All the girls love you. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think girls love trappers? Because I don't think the girls that we would like trappers.
Right.
You
You
know?
know what I'm saying? A certain kind of activity attracts a certain caliber of women. If you're in the streets, you're gonna attract women that like fast cash, right? Women that like, because at the end of the day, again, women like discipline, right? It takes a certain level of discipline to be able to risk your whole life behind provision. You know what I'm saying? Being aware that you could do 20, 30 years in prison, that's a huge risk that you're taking onto yourself. But that's the edge that women like. Women like men that are edgy, that are like, whoa, he's really gonna take it there? Is he really gonna take it there? So he takes it there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of men are jumping into those things and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna take it there for the validation.
That part. Because this was a really good part.
Nah, I seen it. I kept looking.
Okay.
Just look for this wreck right there.
Alright.
You know. But yeah, bro. So you were saying like,
I was saying like the L that you would take from the feds, like getting arrested and getting sentenced and all this, like going through the court system, already you have to, all the money that you made trapping, for example. Let's say you made $10,000 in a month, certain salary and perks or something, whatever.
that's
Right.
doable, huh?
Definitely. You have the right connects, bro. You know, I want to, bro, you're in the game.
That's what
As
I
long as
have.
you have financial discipline. That same financial discipline that you would have to trap, you can literally run a business with.
No cap.
Because it takes even more financial discipline to be able to maintain something that you cannot sell through publicity or ads. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds real game.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you have money and you're able to maintain that money and funnel it in different venues, different drugs or different products, why not do the same thing on the business tip, on the legal tip, selling legitimate products that you can actually promote on different platforms, flyers across the street, Google ads, YouTube, social media. You can't post like
But niggas do that, no?
like yeah, people do it. Obviously, it's
On
super
Snapchat.
Yeah.
on Snapchat,
Snapchat.
super illegal.
But you can get caught.
But you can get
like
caught up,
that.
and the feds are tracking you every move, bro. The feds are everywhere.
So it's always like a game.
The feds are everywhere, right? So they're gonna see you move. They know how you move. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna track you down. They monitor people day in and day out without you even knowing, right? They basically have a whole file on who you are.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be aware of these things, right? You can think you're in the streets now. They have you on paperwork. They're waiting for you to get into a sticky one, and then you're out of the game,
Smart, bro.
right?
It's like a game.
It's a game.
Do you think your relationship with like God, because you're like on the way here, the amount of things you taught me about like Islam, crazy. Do you
Islam.
think- yeah, my fault for the pronunciations. All due respect, but do you think it like played a part in you like leaving that? Like, I'm not doing this no more, bro.
One of my best friends, my closest friends, Jordan Zanga. Shout out Jordan Zanga, my nigga.
Yo, I remember
He's
that
a cool
nigga. I remember him from fucking what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
The funniest nigga ever.
Yeah,
bro.
You know we were
funniest
grade seven.
individual to ever live.
You remember him playing ball?
Yeah,
Were you
bro.
there? for that?
Yeah, I was there for that.
Like,
We were
he
all
would
there.
just shoot, and the whole crowd would just scream. Like, what?
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's literally the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's literally the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you were saying, yeah?
One of my best friends, Jordan Zanga, bro. He's actually the one who brought Islam to me.
And how? You just,
He just told me, brother, I found Islam, right?
and you're a Christian?
And I was Christian back then, and I was rebuttaling him, bro. I was on his ass, bro. I was telling him like, yo, fam, what are you talking about? What is this religion? Like, bro, I have this, that. Rebuttal, answer, right?
Yeah.
Against him, right? And then he was like, bro, you're coming at it from a logical perspective. I understand that you're a logical man, but you have to come to it in a moral and a more spiritual, like emotive type of understanding. You have to understand that the Quran is teaching lessons in allegories and in stories for you to understand and for you to ponder, meaning reflect. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me more like, let me just dive into this and really try to understand what the Quran is all about. And I started reading Quran, and I started watching YouTube videos on tafsir, which is like interpretations, you know? So there's videos. Most of the mainstream Islamic pages are like Merciful Servant, The Prophet's Paths. We have like several sheikh, like Abu Uthman. We have Abu Usama, Al-Thabi, you know? A lot of sheikhs, you know what I'm saying, that just talk and they let us know about like the religion, right? So I was watching these people, and then like it just brought me closer to the
I'll
religion.
be back.
Right.
You can continue for these people, though, for sure.
Right. So I was listening to the content that they were putting out, and I'm like, okay, this is what it means. This is how you should interpret this specific surah, this specific ayah. You know what I'm saying? Me, I understand that a lot of Quran verses, you have to apply them to your life because it's Allah speaking to you, subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah speaks, He speaks for all of mankind. Now, every situation that you will go through, there's an ayah for it. You know what I'm saying? There's an ayah for it in direct response. You can go through hardship. Allah recommends sabr, patience. You have to be patient. You know what I'm saying? There's an ayah in the Quran that says that with hardship comes ease, you know? And Allah does not burden the person with more than that which he can handle. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of ayahs, of references that you can have within one book. And it has so many meanings and so many entendres. You know what I'm saying? To one book, one Quran, one recitation. You know what I'm saying? That it's like there's no way this cannot be like divine inspiration.
And that's like what like you said it was from your friend that you got that sort of inspiration from, and how is that whole process of just like going from growing up Christian most of your life to like I'm full embedded in this
Islam?
thing? Yeah. How is that like transition?
I had to reflect a lot. I had to really ponder on like what becoming a Muslim would mean, like as relationships to especially my family, my mom and my dad, who are fervent Christians. They believe Jesus Christ is here to save them, right? It took a lot of guts. Honestly, it took a lot of guts. It took a lot of crying, a lot of deep spiritual healing, right? To be able to say that, just off the morals and off the discipline and off the fervency and the brotherhood of Islam, I would rather have that than to be in a religion that would be more free-flowing, that there's a lot of weird things going on, there's a lot of celebrations like Halloween, Christmas, the theology behind it, because there's eschatology behind it. You have to understand that certain theological aspects of Christianity are nonsensical. To me personally, again.
We have to, I don't know if this is going to be on the record or off the record.
Right.
This just shows you like, just do your thing, but we have to like cut. So she said we can go in the like underground place, the tunnel, and record. So I'm thinking you can hold the camera, keep saying what you're saying,
and we're just
and
vlogging
make it
through
like
it.
that's a,
that's how
like show them like real stuff. This
like,
is probably gonna be part 2 though.
It's gonna be
we're gonna split make it like because you talked about gang life, Islam,
so
but a lot of other things. So you mainly hold the camera and just talk to these people, bro.
And let's set this thing
Yo,
up.
Didi. Yo, have you to the camera?
Hold that to like this.
Alright.
We're just splitting everything.
We vlogging live.
Thank you, man.
Did you guys like move the desk?
Yeah. We'll put it back.
We'll put it back exactly.
We lifted it too.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Please, let's like.